Okay, this is now I don't know whether you're going to see this or not. Apparently I have not fixed my camera situation. I'm trying it again. It says it's recording, so let's wait and see. If it doesn't download, I know. Anyway, I bought that right there for $5 at a yard sale. It says it's 4 or 5 years old, but it don't look it. I had to clean it up. It had mold and mildew all over it, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Gotta go out to the shop. I forgot to hit record again. Alright, let's start over. Alright. I got 2 new air conditioners. Well, not new. This one is used. It's out in the hole. This guy just gave it to me. Said it didn't work, but I can't find anything wrong with it. That right there, I was walking into Home Depot or Lowe's, no, Walmart, and there's a guy standing out there, and he said, "Anybody want to buy an air conditioner?" I said, "What size is it?" He said, 5,000. I said, "How much?" $10. I said, "You sold it, buddy. Right there's a box for it." Now the big one is for the house. I got one for the house. I had to buy one. That right there, brand new air conditioner, was still in the box, never been used. Now the air conditioner in the house, I must not be living right or something, because I just been told I gotta have $9,000 to replace it. And I don't have the money, so it's gonna be a while. I got one 8,000, I said 10,000, but it's 8,000 BTU air conditioner, and along with a big air conditioner, it's keeping the house cool. But that right there was on Craigslist for free. They said just come and get it, parts. It's full of oil. They also gave me these 2 lawnmowers. I got 2, and then yesterday I went and picked up another one for free. It's a self-propelled. I don't think good old news is motor problem. I mean, it wouldn't even run. The deck's all rusted out on it, and I'll probably use it for parts. But I've been trying to put videos on. Apparently, I have not fixed my camera issue because this has got a new plug in it, looks like. I don't know what's wrong with them. They just said they wouldn't run. Let's see if it's got juice. It works. I hope. Feels like it does. I think that motor's locked up. We're trying to. See anything under there? Could be just a valve adjustment. Turn these lights off. Tell me if you see anything. I can't see it from up here. Maybe if I take this. Put it there. Okay, I'm getting fired. Alright, let's see if it'll give me a shot of cranking power. Now these air conditioners run all day and probably all night. Ooh, it needs a filter. Woo! Got a power bulb in it. Probably needs that too. I gotta raise this some more. Okay, now the bicycle, before I forget the bicycle, if it says it recorded, so I'll find out later. That was on Craigslist for $5. So I went and bought it. It was covered in mildew. I wish I'd taken some pictures of it, but I have no way to transfer them to the, with this new camera. I have no way of transferring pictures. I've tried to get it to do it. Whew. I can make some slack out of that. I've never had that to happen. My spray. Right up on. Let's see if I'm firing. I think that may be it. Rim will hit my elbow. And then pull my left shoulder up. I'm not turn my right shoulder up. Turn it around this way. What I'm going to do with that bike, another friend of mine has I sold that red lawnmower at Troyville. When I took it to him, he had a can't find my shoulder adapter. He had a 10-inch spider saw that his dog devoured. Chewed the cord off of it. Didn't look like it done any more damage to it. But I've got insulated cords that I use to, like I say, like if I cut them off of, what do you call them? If I cut them off of other stuff that's been that's insulated. There's oil coming out of that. I don't know if it's been turned up on the side or what. Now 9:30 seconds. Not 5/16, that's for sure. Maybe it's a quarter. Probably a method. This method, 9mm. Maybe. Might be an 8. When I go to Mother's Stash, I don't have an 8mm in that set. Well, what I'm going to do is, I've got a next door neighbor over here that builds swings. He's around 70 or 80 years old. And his wife was just diagnosed last year with Alzheimer's. And we already knew she had it because of the way she was acting. Whew. This thing looks good. See all that grease and grime in there? thing is gutted. So I'll be busy cleaning that up. I'm gonna try to get the crank first. Do something. But he needs his miter saw tore up on him, and I made a deal with this. He's a teacher. I made a deal with him. I told him, I said, I'll give you that bicycle for the miter saw if I can get the miter saw run. And if I can get the miter saw to run, I'm going to give it to the next door neighbor. That might make a good lawnmower after I fix the wheels on it. There's no adjustment on them wheels at all. Those Bolins. Wonder when this thing was built. 200 years ago, probably. But anyway, let's see. 2014. Well, at least it still runs. If it don't smoke like that all the time, I can make me a good push mower. I need a push mower. That's one wind rated I got. I ain't gonna sell this one. But I got two more out there. If I can fix them, I'll sell them. Anyway, back to that. I mean, he's been real nice. He sells fruits too. He's trying to get money up buying a saw, and I told him, I said, don't buy a saw yet. I may have one for you. I didn't tell him it was free. I want that to be a surprise. Alright. First agenda. Get that old gasoline out of there. I go up. I don't want y'all's opinion. Now, here about a month or so back, I cleaned my outside unit, AC unit, and it was clean, but it got to making noise, and I thought, well, it's a fan. Well, I had an air conditioning man come down here and look at it. He said, man, he said, this is a 2004 model. He said, it's time for a new one. I said, well, I said, can you fix it? He said, there's nothing wrong with it. He said, that sounds like it anyway. I said, well, it just started. And I told him that I cleaned it out. He went inside and looked at the heat exchange inside, and it is rotted out. And I keep it clean, and I noticed the rust, but I didn't think nothing about it. But apparently they're not supposed to get that much rust. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about them. But anyway, I'm thinking about, I can get a mini split from Amazon. It's a 4-zone. I'm going to need a 5-zone because you got to put I call it the header. It's the part that hangs on the wall. You got to put one in each room. So, and if I did this right, my bedroom is 14 by 15, so that's 6,000 unit. My wife's office is 10 by 11, or no, 12 by 11. That's 6,000 unit. My office is a 10 by 10, and that's a 6,000 unit. Now the living room, dining room, and I also added the kitchen. Well, the kitchen, all three of those is one room along with a hallway. And I also added the utility room in there because it's on the back side of the kitchen, dining room, back side of the dining room. Comes to 450 square feet. I figured it up, and they say you figure up what size head you need. Now that one is 14,000, I believe. It's either 14. Well, I've got it right here. I wrote it all down. I forgot to have a pad with me. All right. Okay, the kitchen, living room, dining room, and foyer is a 12,000 BTU unit. I'll probably go to a 14 just to be on the safe side. But anyway, you add all them up, and then it tells you how big of a unit you need outside for your split. Now this is a heat pump. This is not just air conditioning. It's a heat pump. My house, according to this, is I measured all the rooms for this. It's a little shy of 1,100 square feet. So, according to this, I am going to need a 36,000 BTU unit. That's 12,000 for the kitchen, living room, dining room, laundry, hallway. Master bedroom, 6,000. Bedroom number 2, which is my wife's office, is a 6,000. Bedroom number 3, which is mine, is 6,000. And I counted the hallway with the bath. I mean, I don't know what to do about the bath. I don't know how you cool them. I mean, they don't make them. I can't even find the 6,000 BTUs, so I don't know. I'm going to go to 9,000. That's the smallest I found so far. But anyway, the outside unit's got to be 6,000 BTUs. I can buy a unit off of Amazon for I think it's $5,500, and that comes with everything. It comes with everything you need to put it in. That's 2 50-foot run lines, 2 25-foot lines. I need 3 50-foot lines and 2 25-foot lines, and where the lines come out of the machine and into the attic, it's a beautify cover or beauty ductwork. I mean, it just snaps together. It screws the wall, but it snaps together. And I'll have to hire somebody to help me pull the lines to the attic because I'm too fat to get up there. And I'm not going to do this this fall anyway, if I can make it that long with this AC unit. So what do y'all think you would do? You think I ought to go ahead with a mini split would save me $4,000 approximately. Now I can get a central heat unit because they say I need ductwork too. The ductwork needs to be replaced. It's too small. And what gets me is the guy that did the first guy that come out here and looked at it have been doing my service on I have them come out here once a year, and they check everything. They check my Freon, they see if it needs to be cleaned, because I always clean it myself. They never walked inside the house to check it. All they did was check the outside unit. I paid them $69 every time they come. This guy sat on my back porch and never even looked at anything. Now he did, yeah he did, I'm sorry. He looked at the serial number on the, and the tonnage on my unit. And he said that it was 1.5 tons, and that it was built in 2004. And that means it's 26 years old. And they don't usually last over 25 years. But I was lied to when I bought it. I bought that unit about 5 years ago for $1,100, and it was supposed to be 4 years old. So I was apparently lied to about it. And it didn't cost me anything to put it in. He just charged me. It was $1,300, but I traded a go-kart to him for $200, and got it for $1,100. But I think the mini split unit would be the best way to go. Now I've been researching them. They're easy to put in. I mean, I believe I can put it in myself. The only thing is that when I talked to one guy online, he does mini splits out in California, so he doesn't know anything about out here. But I asked him, I said, well, how much do you usually have to, how much Freon do you have to put in it after you get through? Because they come pre-charged. When you hook the lines up, you hook everything up inside first, and then when you get that done, then you hook it up to the outside unit. And as you hook up each line, you break a seal in there, and it charges itself. And then there's a certain amount of Freon in it that, the unit that I'm looking at, I can't have any of my lines all total together, like 350s and 225s cannot add up to over 400 feet of line. It's got enough charging for 400 feet. And I asked him, I said, well, do they release what they don't use? He said, what if the guy will come out? And he said, don't hook it up. He said, let him hook it up. That way he can pull a vacuum on it to check to see if he's got any leaks anywhere before he hooks up each line, which is a good idea. And as he hooks it up, then he's got another little side port that he puts an Allen wrench in there, and he turns it, and he lets that sit there for, I think, 60 minutes or whatever. It might be 30 minutes. And if it doesn't do anything, he finishes opening it up. It means it's not leaking. And then he does each one like it. And then he said that the only one, he's only had to put Freon in one unit. And this guy does this for, it's the only kind he puts in. He said when he first started doing it, he had to put Freon in one unit, and it was 7 ounces of Freon. And I asked him how long he'd been doing it, and he said that he was working for some company that went out of business, and he had a chance to go to a AC school free of charge, and he took it up on it, and he started doing it when he was 30 years old, and he's now 56 or 57. His son's going to college, and he said he's got more work than he can handle. He said he said they're simple to take care of. He said they're actually easier than the old units. You don't have to clean them. All you do is keep the filters clean. Oh, okay. It's next door. How can I say that? He said all you got to do is take the filters out and clean it. He said the new ones, now the older ones were a little bit harder to clean, but the newer ones,